Hello friends, welcome to part 38 of Laravel 13 series in which we are creating the AI powered e-commerce website. So in this part, we are going to update the cart quantity and remove cart items using Ajax. So let's start. So in this part, we will make our shopping cart fully dynamic using Ajax. User will be able to update cart quantities and remove cart items without refreshing the page. We will also update the cart subtotal, grand total, cart count, and header cart batch instantly. Finally, we will display an empty card message when the last product is moved. So let's take these steps that you can find under video as well. And the first step is that we are going to add the route for add card update. Okay. So we are going to add this route in the web.php file. I'm going to open. See, this is the project AI e-commerce, and in the web.php file, I'm going to add the route for the card update. Okay. So this route I'm going to add somewhere after shopping cart here. Okay. So we will keep the SEO friendly category route always at the bottom. So make sure that you will keep that route at bottom and keep this card update route after the shopping cart route. Okay. So here with this route, we are going to update the card item. Okay. We are going to update the quantity of the card item. Okay. So after this, we are going to add the cardlet route as well. Okay. This one also we are going to add. After this card update route, we are going to add the cardlet route as well. Okay, so after cardlet, here is the card controller in which we are going to add update method in card controller. We are going to add the update function in the card controller for updating the cart item, but the actual logic will be in the cart service where we will add the update card item function. Okay. So this update card item function we are going to add in card controller, but this actually contains the another function uh, that we will call from the card service. Card service we have already injected at the top. You can see here. Okay. So from this card service, so we will get the update card item. The from this function, we are going to update the card item, and that will return here. Okay. So all this we are going to do via Ajax. So that's why we are not returning here the response. We are returning the response in the JSON itself. Okay, not we are not redirecting to the card page. We are not redirecting back to the card page, but we are turning the response in JSON so that we can show the results instantly. Okay, so for delete card item as well, its function also we are going to add after update. We are going to add the delete card item function as well for deleting the card item, and here also actual logic will store in the delete card item function that we are going to create inside the card service. Okay, so this is the we are going to create this front end JS structure. So this is the structure. We are going to add now the custom.js file in which we can keep the JS. Okay, because we require the JS to update the card quantity as well as deleting the card item via Ajax. Okay, so I'm going to create these here. I will make sure that resources here you can see the password in public JS. Okay, and front end. Then you can see inside the front end we are going to create the folder partials and custom.js. We are going to add, and inside partials we are going to add the other files like register.js, login.js, preg.js, card.js. We are going to add right now the card.js in which we are required to work. Okay, so let's take the next step. Next step, we are going to include this these files, custom.js, register.js. Okay, so inside the script blade file that we are already having for the scripts, I'm going to open this file, and here you can see right now I will just include the card and custom. Okay, these two files. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and will add all the files here, but actually we have not created all the files, so I will just keep the custom.js and card.js. Okay, and here you can see that both the file exist, and it's inside the partial card.js and custom.js is outside. Okay, so in the next step, we are going to add the CSRF token for the security of the website. Okay, here, and we don't want any such error. CSRF token 419 error comes. Okay, so we will add here. So after this, we are going to modify the card index blade file, in which we are going to update the quantity field. So here we are going to modify this quantity field. I'm going to open. Right now we are not displaying any kind of quantity field, and but we are going to replace. Here you can see the quantity, and here we are displaying the quantity as well. But now we are going to replace with this input type. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and will replace this quantity with this one. Okay, so now after this, now we are going to add the remove button. Okay, like we have added here the quantity. Now we require to add the remove button, and for that, I'm going to add one more th here, action th. Okay, and here I'm going to add this action th after total, like this. Okay, and its button we are going to add its button. Here we will add one more td, in which we are going to add its button. Okay, remove button for moving the item from the shopping cart, and this one for the move. Okay, so after this, now the card count here, uh, we are going to add the card count container where we are showing the count of the card somewhere in the uh, we are going to find where we are showing the card count. There we will add this one. Here it is, card counts. Here we are going to check span id, card page count, and card count. It seems to be fine. Okay, I'm not doing anything right now. So after this, let's this is for the subtotal. Let's do this one total, and here I am going to mark it as like subtotal, and here I'm going to show it like the unit price, and for subtotal that comes before the remove button. Here we are going to update this subtotal. Okay, so this complete we are going to update like that. Okay, so after this, for grand total, this is the grand total that we are going to update. Here, after going down, we are showing the grand total. Here you can see. So this one we are going to replace this one for the grand total. Okay. So now the last step, the card.js that we are going to update that we have created earlier. So here we are going to add the JS for updating the card quantity and for deleting the card item. Okay. So both JS we are going to add here for updating the card quantity. Going to open that card.js and we'll add the script. This card service. In card service, we are going to add the update card item. So these are the functions that I am talking about. That both the functions that will contain the actual logic. Okay. So this one first we are going to add the update card item function that will actually update the card item. Okay. So here we are going to add this function for updating the card item. Okay. And now after this, we are going to add the JS for moving the card item. If you will see, both these functions call the routes that we have created earlier. I'm going to show you. So this one is for the removing the card item. If you will see these function here, see, we are calling the card update route. Okay. And what we are passing that quantity here that the customer want. Okay. So we are passing that quantity and we are calling this card update route. And here after this one we are calling this route card update. Indirectly see here in CartController we are calling that update function. Okay, here we are calling that update card item function. Here you can see. Okay, and we are passing whatever we are receiving in request, we are passing to that update card item function in card service. Okay, and here we are updating the card item. Here you can see that we are updating the card item after getting the card item ID. Two things we are getting from there. One is the card item ID and another one is the quantity. So we are updating the quantity by comparing it with the card item ID. Okay, and returning the response with the details, status, card count, card total, all these details we are returning. Okay, and that will be returned in the success function. Here you can see. Okay, and we are showing there, and we are finally updating everything in the card page. Okay, in the same way we are working with the remove card item function as well. Okay, we are calling the route, we are sending the data from the card page to the route, then from route to the function, and from function we are updating in the database, and after that we are returning back. Okay, so all this is going through this code. So after this one here we are going to add the delete card item function in this one, both return update card item, this one lead card item, card service. Okay, so in card service we are going to add card count, update card item, and after that this is the lead card item. Okay, this is the lead card item that we have added. Yes, so now we are going to test both. I'm going to refresh here. So here you can see the quantity field. Here we able to add for every card item, and also the remove button for every card item. Okay, so first try to update the quantity of the card item. Let's make it 2. Yes, the subtotal has updated. You can see the two quantity price of one unit is 70,000 and subtotal is 1,40,000. So now the grand total is 1,40,000 plus 75,000. It's 2,15,000. So it's perfect. Okay. So the quantity update is working fine. Let's update the quantity for this product as well. I'm going to make it 3 this time. Yes, you can see that we are able to update the quantity, or we are able to update the price, the subtotal of this product as well, 2,25,000. So the total is now 3,65,000. So the quantity update is working fine. Now let's see the remove functionality. I'm going to remove this item. Let's see if it will get removed from the cart or not. Are you sure you want to remove this item from cart? If I will click on cancel, then it will not do anything. And if I will click on OK, then it will delete the card item from the shopping cart. You can see just one product has left with the price 1,40,000 for two quantity, and the same grand total is reflected. Okay, even if I will refresh, that card item will not come back. Okay, so both update quantity as well as the remove card item functionality is working fine. So you can also do this thing at your end by following these steps. Okay, and if you will find any trouble, you can surely contact me. So please subscribe Stack Developer YouTube channel. You can just open here the youtube.com Stack Developers. Okay, you can able to subscribe as well as join the channel to get the complete source code. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.